Hey guys, it's Julie E, and what we now know is that Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and dementia start in midlife. They start in midlife and the problems exacerbate later in life. So why not start getting rid of inflammation today? Menopause age of being a mom, age of being a dad, age of working, your 40s, your 50s. Let's do this. Let's get rid of inflammation now. And the way that we find out how inflamed you are, or if you're inflamed, is we do what's called the balance test. It looks even like a big kit. It's really a tiny little needle, boom, to your finger. 2 drops of blood, it goes off to a lab, and we find out in about 2 weeks your markers of omega-6 to omega-3, and that tells us how inflamed you are. Super easy, the easiest, least expensive, most informative lab test I've ever offered in the last 25 years in my clinic. Then, once you do the test, what we really recommend is that you start the balance oil. There it is, balance oil, hard to see with the light. Oil is a superfood. Everyone always wants less pills, they want more superfoods. Pour the oil on your vegetables. Pour it on your cucumbers, pour it on your salad, put it with seasonings, and make it a pesto for your steak or your chicken, etc. Just use it. It's so easy. But for those of you that say, I want a superfood, and then go, oh, I forget to use it, you could either take a shot of it or a couple of tablespoons at the end of the day. It will absolutely help you sleep, or you can get the capsules. Whichever way you want to do it, the most important thing is to decrease inflammation. Not only does oil decrease inflammation, but it's also the most important thing for your cell membrane. If you don't have fat in your cell membrane, I'm terrible at art, so pretend this is like a perfect circle, right? So your cell membrane of all of your cells is made up 100% of fat. If you don't have enough healthy fat, you can't get nutrients into the cell and you can't get toxins out. So oil is the most important nutrient for every child, every adult, everyone on the planet, because the other reason is that it calms down your nervous system. So if you tend to have anxiety or stress or digestive issues, it's because you don't have enough oil. So oil, just like you have to oil your brakes and oil your house and squeaky things, we have to oil your cells. And no, it will not make you fat. No, it will not raise your cholesterol. It will do the opposite. It will lower your cholesterol. Oil is so important. I've been selling oil for 27 years in our clinic. Now we can actually test you to see how deficient you are and to see the stability of your cell membranes and how hard or how fluid they are. You need them to be bendy and mobile, right? Flexible like the rest of your body. This is the coolest thing that I have brought into my practice in a handful of years. It is this little test, don't guess, and use the oil. And when you do this as a thing for your health, we suggest that you buy it on subscription, and it's the least expensive way you can get it. And then after you do the 2 of these for 1 month, where they barely charge you for the test, you keep getting the oil every month, and then on the 4th month they send you a free retest so you could see how fast you have improved or how well you have improved. I can tell you right now that all of my clients that are diligent and use the oil, no matter how inflamed they are, by the end of 3 months they are totally in balance and in a healthy place. The people that are like, oh, I forget it, I forgot to use the oil, I don't know why, I keep forgetting, or I was traveling, or maybe I need the capsules, those people do not drop down as diligently. It has taken a year for a few people that were 34 to 1. So let's go over the measurement. We want you to be 3 to 1. But a few people, many actually, were 30 to 1, 40 to 1, 54 to 1. Those people are walking time bombs, ready to have a heart attack or a stroke, and yet they're vegan. The people that were 54 to 1 and 48 to 1 are vegetarians, thinking they are being so healthy, and yet they have the worst results out of anyone I've tested. I have a spreadsheet, picture a size 14 font. I have like this many people we've tested, and this many are balanced, this many are like almost balanced, and this many from here to here are 20 to 1 or higher. So that is like 70% of people. Not all of them are clients. The clients that I work with are diligent in working on their health, and most of them have already been eating oil or on some kind of a fish oil since I've known them. But the people that are my friends that are vegetarians or vegans that I have tested have been the worst results I've seen. So anyway, getting back to that, a couple of people that were 34 to 1 and 46 to 1, I had them take the oil and they were not diligent, and it took 1 year and they dropped 10 points. So 34 to 1, it took them a year, they got down to 24 to 1. On the flip side, I have clients that are like 20 to 1, 30 to 1, who are perfect in eating their oil. It even comes with a shot glass. Do a shot of oil, take a tablespoon, put it on your food, however you want to get it in. Those people all drop down to 3 to 1, 5 to 1, or 7 to 1 in 3 months. So take your pick. Do you want to walk around like a ticking time bomb, ready to have a heart attack, which, if you don't, transfers to later in life as Alzheimer's, dementia, or Parkinson's? If you have had terrible menopause symptoms, you're at risk. Let's test you. This is the least expensive test. You can get a 2 of these for about $115, and I don't have any other lab tests that are less than $115, let alone with a supplement that will last you almost 30 days. So super easy, and you can do this. You can lower your risk of inflammation. The same test that we offer, this little finger prick, super easy to do. I will show you what the needle looks like. Oh, I don't have the needle handy. It's literally like smaller than a pin. It's like teeny tiny boop, and you get a couple of drops of blood. Super easy. We can also test your vitamin D3 the same way with the same type of lab test. We can also test for hemoglobin A1C, so your blood sugar levels. And now we also have a gut function test through the same 2 drops of blood. And from a totally different company, for 5 times the price, we can measure your mitochondria through the exact same little finger prick 2 drops of blood. So you could order all 4 of those other tests for the same price as the mitochondria test. Of course, I want to know what's going on in your mitochondria, but if you can't afford that test or that's too expensive for you now, you could order 4 other lab tests and a month or 2 of oil for the same price. So let's just get you healthy now. Get onto the website of myself or the friend that told you about this and let us get you healthy now. Simple health solutions, limitless healing, and infinite possibilities. It doesn't get more simple than putting oil on your food. You need a seasoning anyway. It comes in 4 different flavors. They're all healthy, beyond organic. We call it the Mediterranean diet in a bottle. It's got fish oil and olive oil. So it's not plant-based, it's not animal-based, it's both. And when they press the olives, they pulls out the polyphenols, they add them back in, so you get all this extra neurologic and brain support. Another perfect whammy to smack Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and dementia out of your future. Let us get you feeling good now and preventing disease for the future. Get online, talk to your friend, and order your balance kit today.